out just to see Jay how it turns out.
Shall we?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so to whom do you look for advice most often and why?
My mom and my husband. Sometimes my shashuri. Yeah, 3 of them actually.
My father and my husband. Sometimes my daughter. Instagram e kemne ki korte hoy?
I would say my husband also. He's also in the design, and he of course designs buildings and interiors, but he does have an eye so he often does advise me on color palettes and this, that. So yeah, I would say him. And like you said, the kids for anything to do with technology.
I have few friends, very good ones. Whenever I have a problem, most likely in business, so they are the ones who come to the rescue with advices.
Should I get the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. When did you realize you want to do what you are doing now?
I think I always loved makeup, and I was also an artist growing up. So আমার জন্য সবসময় মেকআপ করতে ভালো লাগতো সবাইকে। So এর জন্য I always knew যে the back of my head, since পড়াশোনা তো ভালো ছিলাম না, যে এটাই will be my breadwinner.
My story, not so much inspiration, more obligation. Because like I said, my Nani Shashuri actually had this business. She had all of these karigors who were very, very good.
Oh, okay.
You know, and I basically took over the business because, you know, she said that if somebody doesn't carry on, what's going to happen to these karigors who are so skilled? Oder kaj ke dibe, ki hobe? And she was very worried. So that's when I actually took over. So yeah, more obligation than inspiration. But of course, I always enjoyed it. I used to help her even
You're
when
so
I was
good
not
at it.
formally, in the business. So yeah.
For me, right after my wedding, my sister's wedding, so I saw the photographer carrying so much equipments. It's long white lenses, and I always had a thing for gadgets. And it started from there, and I don't know where I am right now, but alhamdulillah, great.
How was the wedding scene when you just started?
I started many years
So
ago.
Sigma, I think you should start.
2001. That's when I started. I think 19 years about. For decor, no one was willing to spend more than 50,000 taka. We had Tutli Auntie and Ikebana in the market who were doing pretty well. And we were just a newbie, me and my ex-partner Shaira Khan. We were partners at Funds and Petals then. Any idea we would have was very much valued at that point in time because there was no Facebook, there was no internet, there was no Google. Any idea at that point in time was very original. How do you feel the photography industry's changed?
Controlling the crowd in Bengali weddings is difficult. It was difficult then, it's still difficult. It's one of the things that make our work very hard to do.
What are you doing for the rest of the day after the Adda?
Yeah, so I have an appointment after which I'm going to pack up and be with the kids. My son is visiting from
I'm
London.
free.
So.
I should ask my wife to go for a date tonight.
Oh wow, I like
Nice.
that. A typical work day in your life?
Everyone's is different, so this is something
Okay,
very
you start, Sarah.
Me. So 4 days in the week I'm at the store, and we have appointments mostly the whole day. 2 days I'm at the workshop, and the Friday is for the kids and family and husband. But
I don't wake up early. My kids come and say goodbye to me, and they're ready, and I'm my good ayah who takes care of them. So they go off to school. I wake up around 9ish. I take
that's
my
early
coffee.
enough. I thought you were going to say barota na kichu.
I wish I had that luxury.
Yeah.
Your guilty pleasure?
I eat a lot of dessert and a lot of paratha for dinner and puri and paratha, and people think that I eat pulao or I don't eat rice. So everybody thinks I'm on some strict diet or the other, but I'm the worst eater ever.
Netflix and chocolates, always. Ratar bala, yeah.
Good.
Me also, chocolates.
I think for me, watching Tamil movies. I love them. How do you look up to someone who has inspired you?
Oh, there were so many people who inspire. All my clients inspire me actually on a day-to-day basis. I'm very inspired by them. I ask, because you get to meet a lot of very professional or people who are high, really up there. and I'm inspired by them. I ask their stories and I try to find out how they have come this far. I think that inspires me a lot.
For me, my mentors, their work, not only wedding but also I have mentors who come up with photos on different documentaries, landscapes. They inspire me. What's your work ethic that you remain strict about following? I will start with weights.
I think quality control is very important, especially in my line of business where we do clothes. Quality tamra ekdom mane maintain.
It has to be top of the line.
Yeah, and whether the client sees it or not, if I see that ekটু কোথায় একটু কিছু নির্বিশ আছে, then I sort of make sure that it's perfect.
You redo
a lot
it.
of time the client won't even catch it, but আমার থেকে I'm very particular about everything being perfect. So I'm a perfectionist when it comes to that, and I think that's what has helped the business also, because then একটা customer থাকে, like, you know, they sort of trust you that, you know, you will give 100% perfect product. So
Are you going to mention that you buy good quality products?
No.
Without that.
ওটা ছাড়া বলতেছি, okay.
No, I'm just.
The customer is always right. I strictly follow that because it's the bride's big day. ও যেটা চাবে ওটাই হতে হবে। সো ও যে কিছু একটা না লাইক করে ও হচ্ছে আমাকে বলে 5 বারও যে আপু এটা আইলাইনারটা একটু এইভাবে হবে, একটু এইভাবে দিলে আমার আই শেপটা এইভাবে লাগে বা হোয়াট এভার, আই মেক শিওর যে আই হ্যাভ দ্যাট টাইম ইন হ্যান্ড টু চেঞ্জ দ্যাট, বিকজ ওর আমার ওখান থেকে খুশি হয়ে লিভ করতে হবে। মানে আই ডোন্ট ওয়ান্ট টু লিভ যে না এর থেকে বেটার হতে পারতো, হ্যাঁ ওটা আমি চাই না। সো ইয়া।
Should I?
What about, yes, go.
Zaban, word, promise. Promise to give her the day of her life. She's depending on me. This day won't come back to her life ever again. I have to deliver what I promised.
Okay, that's nice. For me, it's a little different. The ethics that I carry in my profession is that all our clients are same to me. So I do not want to treat someone very specially and someone not equal to what I have treated someone else. Because it's something that I have seen photographers choosing brides, not the brides choosing the photographers. So that is very wrong for me. I think the brides choose the photographer, not the photographer who chooses the brides.
Yeah.
So yes.
One piece of advice you would like to give an 18-year-old version of you?
I would think, you know, something that I actually, you know, somebody told me a while back, which is that, you know, what is meant to come to you will. So, you know, so I always, you know, I wear other people's clothes, I compliment other designers, and, you know, it's never that, you know, আমি ওকে করলে আমার কাজটা ওর কাছে চলে যাবে, it's never like that. So, you know, what would come to you will come to you, so not to stress over that.
Yeah, I think what I would say, I would tell my 18-year-old self is love yourself more. Maybe I didn't know that I should love myself as much as I do now.
I would tell my 18 years of myself is be the finest. It's okay not to be the biggest.